You've been training hard for months. Chest, arms, abs, shoulders, and your body still doesn't have that real dramatic V shape. Here's exactly why, and it's probably not what you've been told. You're missing three very specific areas of your body, areas almost nobody in the gym ever even talks about, but they completely change your overall shape. Stick with me all the way to the end, because once you fully understand these three parts, your entire approach to building a great physique is going to change for good. A real V-taper comes down to three things working together: a wide, thick upper back, a tight, narrow waist, and the right visual illusion that ties it all together. Most guys spend years training only one of these three areas and wonder why. Their overall shape never really changes. The best physiques on earth train all three on purpose. Part 1 is the rear deltoid, the back of your shoulder. It's the single most overlooked muscle when it comes to building a real, three-dimensional V-taper shape. Most guys press and curl all day, every single day. But the rear delt pulls, and pulling is what actually builds real, visible width across your shoulders. Without strong rear delts, your shoulders look flat from the side and narrow from behind, no matter how big your chest, arms, or back actually get. Weak rear delts also pull your posture forward and round your shoulders inward, which makes your waist and midsection look noticeably wider than it actually is. That rounded posture works directly against your taper. It's the exact opposite of the broad-shouldered, narrow-waisted shape you're actually trying so hard to build. The fix is simple: face pulls, reverse flies, and band pull-aparts, done 3 to 4 times every single week, without ever skipping a session. 2 to 3 sets, high reps, full squeeze at the top of every single rep. Treat this like a real priority, not an afterthought you tack on later. Part 2 is the serratus anterior, a muscle most guys have never even heard of, let alone trained on purpose, and it genuinely changes everything about your shape. It runs along both sides of your rib cage, right beneath your armpit, and almost nobody even knows this muscle exists, let alone trains it properly. When it's fully developed, it creates these visible, finger-like ridges along your torso that instantly make your entire upper body look wider and far more athletic. The serratus also controls how your shoulder blades move across your back. When it's weak, your shoulder blades flare outward instead of sitting flat against your spine. Flared shoulder blades flatten your entire back, and a flat back works directly against the wide, three-dimensional look that a real V-taper actually needs. Strong serratus development means your chest opens up, your back flattens out, and your entire upper body instantly looks broader and thicker from every single angle. Train it with serratus wall slides, push-up plus variations, and overhead reaching movements, focusing on a full protraction at the very top of each rep. Add these movements into your routine twice per week, and they'll quickly fill in the visual gap between your chest and your lats, completing your upper body shape. Part 3 is the one area where most guys get everything completely backwards, and it's costing them the exact shape they're working so hard for, without even realizing it. Most guys think training their obliques harder will give them a better V-taper, but that's actually the biggest mistake you can make, and it works against you. Overtrained obliques can actually widen your entire waistline and completely ruin the taper you've been working so hard to build, undoing months of progress in your other areas. Your obliques are already working hard in almost everything you do: deadlifts, rows, overhead pressing, even regular standing and walking. So direct training often isn't even necessary. You don't need heavy-weighted side bends or loaded Russian twists to build a better V-taper. Those exercises build oblique bulk, not waist tightness at all. What you actually need is oblique stability. Exercises like dead bugs, palaf presses, and hollow body holds done with strict control, focusing on tension rather than movement. These movements keep your core tight, your waist compact, and your entire midsection narrow, which is exactly the goal for a real V-taper, not a thick, blocky waist. The rule to remember is this: train your obliques for stiffness and control, not for size. That's exactly what creates a smaller, tighter-looking waist over time. Here's the complete formula for a real V-taper. Rear delts build three-dimensional shoulder width, and the serratus adds ribcage thickness and separation across your entire torso. And oblique stability not oblique size, gives you a tight, compact waist. Train all three areas together consistently for the best results. These three muscles work together as one complete system. When all three improve together, your overall body ratio shifts dramatically and quickly, even without major changes to your training split. Most guys spend years completely ignoring these three areas. Now you know exactly what to fix, why it works, and how to start today, step by step. If this helped you, save this video right now. You're going to want it later when you're planning your next training, block and tracking your progress. Drop a comment down below and let me know. Which of these three areas have you been completely missing in your own training all along? Subscribe to Fit and Smart USA for more science-backed training content that actually explains the why behind your results. See you in the next one.